Hello and welcome back to English Listening and Speaking Practice. I'm your host, Tommy, and I am so happy to have you here for day 2 of our shadowing challenge. Yesterday, we practiced the morning routine. We learned 30 essential sentences to talk about the beginning of our day. You did an amazing job, and I hope you have been practicing. Today, we are going to continue our journey. We will complete our perfect English day by focusing on the evening and bedtime routines. We will learn 20 more sentences that native speakers say every single day. But that's not all. At the end of our practice, I am going to share 5 vocabulary secrets with you. These are small, simple words and phrases that will make your English sound much more natural, much more like a native speaker. You don't want to miss this part. Remember, our goal here is to build real speaking habits, one sentence at a time. We are using the powerful shadowing method. It's simple. I say a sentence, and you repeat it out loud. Shadow every sentence. Copy my rhythm, my tone, and my speed. Don't think about grammar. Just let your mouth and your brain learn the natural flow of English. If you didn't do day 1, don't worry. You can always do the morning routine later. Right now, your only job is to focus on this part, and let's keep shadowing. Are you ready to continue building your fluency? Let's begin with the evening routine. Okay, imagine your workday or your school day is finished. You are tired, and you are heading home. What happens next? Let's learn the sentences to describe this part of your day. Here are the first 10 sentences for our evening routine. I will say each sentence, and then you repeat it in the pause. Let's go. I finish work and say, goodbye, to everyone. I take the same bus back home. I stop at the grocery store on my way. I buy milk, bread, and fresh vegetables. I cook dinner in my small kitchen. I eat dinner while watching my favorite TV show. I call my parents to ask about their day. I do some light exercise in my living room. I read a few pages of an interesting book. I prepare everything for tomorrow morning. Perfect. That was the first round. How did it feel? These are very practical, useful sentences, right? You are not just learning English, you are learning to talk about your real life. Now, let's do it one more time to really build that muscle memory. This time, try to say it a little more smoothly, with a little more confidence. Ready? Let's shadow the evening routine again. I finish work and say, goodbye, to everyone. I take the same bus back home. I stop at the grocery store on my way. I buy milk, bread, and fresh vegetables. I cook dinner in my small kitchen. I eat dinner while watching my favorite TV show. I call my parents to ask about their day. I do some light exercise in my living room. I read a few pages of an interesting book. I prepare everything for tomorrow morning. Amazing job! You have now mastered the evening routine. Now, the day is almost over. It's time to relax and get ready for a good night's sleep. Let's learn the sentences for our bedtime routine. Here are our final 10 sentences for the day. These phrases describe the transition to sleep. They are calm and peaceful. Let's practice them together. Remember to shadow me. I take a warm shower before going to bed. I put on my comfortable pajamas. I brush my teeth one more time. I set my alarm clock for 7 o'clock. I turn off all the lights in the apartment. I check that the front door is locked. I get into bed and pull up the blankets. I think about the good things that happened today. I close my eyes and try to fall asleep. I sleep peacefully until morning comes again. Wonderful! You have completed the full set of 20 sentences for today. You are building such a strong foundation for your speaking skills. Let's do our final shadowing round for the bedtime routine. This is your last chance to practice these sentences today. Give it your best effort. Let's make it smooth and natural. Ready? I take a warm shower before going to bed. I put on my comfortable pajamas. I brush my teeth one more time. I set my alarm clock for 7 o'clock. I turn off all the lights in the apartment. I check that the front door is locked. I get into bed and pull up the blankets. I think about the good things that happened today. I close my eyes and try to fall asleep. I sleep peacefully until morning comes again. Excellent, excellent work. You have now practiced the entire evening and bedtime routine. You should be very proud of yourself. Now, as I promised, it is time for our 5 vocabulary secrets. These are the small details that can make a big difference. These are the words that will make you sound less like a textbook and more like a native speaker. Are you ready for secret number 1? Secret number 1, use the word sharp for exact times. Many learners might say, I leave my house at 8:30 exactly. This is grammatically correct, but it's a little long and formal. A native speaker will often say, I leave my house at 8:30 sharp. The word sharp means exactly at that time, not a minute later. It's short, common, and sounds very natural. Let's practice. Shadow me. The meeting starts at 9 a.m. sharp. Please be here at 6:30 sharp. See? It sounds more native. Secret number 2, use grab instead of take for small items. A common sentence is, I take my keys before I leave. Again, this is perfectly fine. But a more common and casual way to say this is, I grab my keys before I leave. We use grab for quick actions, like picking up something small. It's better than I take my keys. Let's practice. Shadow me. I need to grab my wallet. Can you grab me a pen? It's a small change, but it makes a big difference. Secret number 3, use check instead of look at for your phone. Many learners say, I look at my phone in the morning. This is okay, but it usually means you are just looking at the physical object. When you are looking for information, like messages or the weather, native speakers say, I check my phone. Let's practice. I need to check my emails. Let me check the weather forecast. This is a very common and useful word. Secret number 4, use the phrasal verbs turn on and turn off. These two phrasal verbs are super useful for any machine, electronic device, or light. Instead of saying I start the coffee machine, a native speaker will always say, I turn on the coffee machine. Instead of I stop the lights, we say, I turn off the lights. Let's practice these. Please turn on the television. Don't forget to turn off your computer. Master these two, and you will sound much more natural. Secret number 5, use get into bed instead of just go to bed. This one is a little tricky. We use go to bed to talk about the general action of ending your day and going to your bedroom to sleep. For example, I usually go to bed at 11 p.m. But when you are talking about the specific, physical action of climbing under the blankets, natives say, I get into bed. Like in our practice sentence, I get into bed and pull up the blankets. This describes the exact moment you are physically in your bed. Let's practice the difference. General time, what time do you go to bed? Physical action, it feels so good to get into bed after a long day. So there you have it. 5 vocabulary secrets: use sharp for time, grab for things, check for your phone, turn on off for machines, and get into bed for the physical action. Start using these today. We have covered so much today. We practiced 20 sentences for our evening and bedtime routines, and we learned 5 powerful vocabulary secrets. Now, it's time for your homework. Remember, practice makes perfect. Your progress depends on consistent, daily practice. Here is your mission for this week. I want you to practice part 1, the morning routine from yesterday's video, and part 2, today's evening and bedtime routine, every single day this week. My goal for you is that by day 7, these sentences will start to come out naturally, without thinking. And I have a small challenge for you to practice right now. Go to the comments section below. I want you to write about your evening routine, using the sentences we learned today. You can copy them, or you can change them to be true for you. For example, you could write, I finish work at 6 o'clock. I cook dinner and then I read a book. This is a great way to actively use what you've learned. I'll be reading your comments. Thank you so much for joining me for day 2 of our shadowing challenge. You are building the foundation for fluent, confident English, one sentence at a time. Keep up the amazing work. I'm Tommy, and this is English listening and speaking practice. I will see you tomorrow for day 3. Have a wonderful day.